Hey, welcome back to the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Presented by Central Bank of the Ozarks, Labor's Local 663, your shelter insurance agents in Aurora, Grant, Baker, and in Lockwood, Sean Holman. The Bank of Billings, Doak Propane, the Missouri State Highway Patrol, and Great Southern Bank. We go back to 21 miles north of Kansas City to Smithville High School and head coach Jason Ambroson. And Coach, wild one here against MICDS. And one of those games was great for fans and fans on both sides. As you saw MICDS kind of get out to an early lead and 29-14 at half. Talk a little bit about the adjustments you made at half and what got you back in the ball game.
Well, we didn't make a lot of adjustments at half. It was 29-20 at half. And the thing was, in the first half, we had gotten a turnover. They got nullified by a penalty, which was a turning point. They had a great play that their quarterback made to their running back and got out in space. So they had played really well, in my opinion. They had shut down our run. We had to throw the ball a little bit after we got the first score. But offensively, we had played well. Defensively, they had kind of gotten on top of us. In the second half, we forced 2 turnovers that we didn't get as well that weren't granted to us that could have really helped us, made it a little bit easier, I think, maybe than what it was. But the thing I think that was important, as we talked about at halftime, is that, guys, we haven't played very well. They've played well. We have played as good as we can. Let's work on getting better this half, and let's win this half. And if we felt like if we could get a stop and get the offense back on the field and close that gap a little bit, that we would have a chance to really do some things. And they did a great job. They came out and had a 9-minute drive and scored. The nice thing about it was we went down and scored right after that, and then we got a stop and scored right after that, and tightened things up a little bit and gave ourselves, number one, gave us hope, and number two, gave them some doubt. And I think when you have those two things, working in opposition, you know what, the team that continues to build the hope does better, and the team that has the more doubt usually, seems to not fare as well, because there is a time limit on the game. And so we're just thankful that the time limit didn't run out in the first half, that we had more time in the second half. But no, it was really about a really good football, 2 really good football teams playing, one of them making the other one change. And I felt like our kids did a good job of being resilient, making adjustments, not just what we did, but how we did it. And we talk about that all the time. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. And we had to do things a little bit better in the second half. And we did. We tightened that up. And that's a credit to the kids and my coaches. I have a great coaching staff led by my 2 coordinators, Ryan McCluskey and Josh Spear, and the rest of the guys. They make me look amazing. So
let's take us through that last drive, the winning drive. You guys win, 40-36 is the final score. You punch it in there, I think, with 1:11 maybe left in the game. Take us through that last drive and some of the big plays there.
Well, I think, I'll be honest, what set up the last drive, quite honestly, was a great special teams play. We kicked the ball deep down in the corner. They had to return it. We tackled them inside the 20. I think we tackled them at the 15-yard line. And so that, number one, at least changed some of their play calling. Number two, our defense did a great job getting stopped there and putting them in fourth and long, 4th and 7. And then medium to long. And then 3, another great special teams play by my safety, Ryan Weirs. They, with Reagan Andrew back there, they can roll left, they can roll right, he can throw it, he can run it, he can pitch it. I mean, he's a special dude. And he caught the snap and was going to throw the ball on a fake punt over to the wing. And their back had ran a wheel out of the backfield. And Ryan had seen him, but he was getting blocked by another guy. And Ryan peeled off at the last minute. Gabe Talley comes over underneath him, and Cody Simoncic both see the guy wheel. So Reagan has to pull it down. We got good pressure on him coming, so he's just got to punt it. Well, then now they punt it, and instead of getting that normal punt where it goes 25 yards and rolls for another 25, Kelton Itchy's there to fair catch it to give us possession at the 30-yard line. So, you look at special teams, defense, special teams, they set the offense up for a chance. And then on the last drive, it was, we took the underneath stuff that they were giving us and getting out of bounds. We had used a timeout earlier on the defensive side there to not let them run 2 more plays, basically, because they had to throw one. And so that saved us probably another minute and a half, probably. And so, between the defense and the special teams and getting the clock stopped when we needed to, and then having 2 timeouts left, it set us up to run our 2-minute drill. And I just believe that anytime you can get in the 2-minute drill and you can get inside the other team's 40-yard line, they're going to have to react. They're either going to have to continue to play loose and bend or break, or they're going to have to be aggressive and get after you. And at least that way we knew that they had to do one thing or the other. And our kids up front did a great job protecting. Andrew did a great job seeing the field. Our receivers did a great job of running the routes, getting out of bounds or making the play or getting the first down, and executed the 2-minute drive really well. And then we got in a situation where we either had to get the first down or go for it. And when we were in the huddle talking about play calls, Coach McCluskey brought up one, Andrew brought up one. We all talked about it, and they asked him which one he felt more comfortable with. And I just said, here's the deal. I know that'll get us first down, but if you can get the touchdown, that's all right too. And then Sam, he just shook his head and said, we got it, and ran a great route, stuck his foot in the ground one way, went one direction, stuck it in the ground the other way. Kid got turned around, got his feet tangled on the center field turn, and he was wide open. And yeah, you saw what happened. He made the catch and finished it off. So, and that's just a testament to our kids, because the moment wasn't too big for them. They were laughing and joking in the huddle. And I just said, guys, go make a play. It's all right. You played a great game so far. Hey, let's get after them. And they were. It was pretty lax in the huddle. Really, it really was. And when we called the play, we knew that they had to make a choice. Were they going to double one guy? Were they going to do this over here? What were they going to do? And we got the guy behind the line that noticed what was going on, and had a guy who ran a great route. And I think the coolest thing was after it was all done, watching the kids celebrate. I enjoy the heck out of that. And then at the time it was get them off the field. I don't want to kick a PAT because I knew it was 39-36. And I know they got a really good field goal kicker, and I didn't want to have to kick that PAT from longer. So I'm trying to get the kids off the field and get the PAT team on the field and get us under control, because that PAT to me was huge, because with a minute left, they had to march the field to go ahead, not kick a long field goal, and their field goal kickers, he could kick it from a long ways. And so we were worried about that. And then I didn't get a chance to really enjoy it. But then after I saw some of the videos and I heard the crowd and I saw the people celebrating, that's cool. That was
that's
great memory for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's a lot of confidence and a lot of just being relaxed in the huddle. Yeah, I mean, Smithville hadn't been to the state championship since 1969. And that just to be that calm and collected there, that's a lot of poise. But
that doesn't. But to me, that doesn't matter. We talk to our kids all the time. That's for everybody else. The clock and all that stuff. What you have to do is execute the play. Just go on, make and play the play. That's it. Get your eyes up. Get your eyes right. Communicate. Get on the same page. And whatever comes your way, adjust to it. And that's football. And the thing that people I think sometimes lose about football is that there's 11 kids or 11 dudes and a whole staff that have spent hundreds of hours watching video and preparing to vehemently go against you. And you have two groups of people that do that. But when it comes down to it, it comes down to that one individual play. What do you see? What are they doing? What do we need to do? Let's do it together.
Very good. Very good. Now you've got to make that 145-mile trek to Columbia. You take on a very good Hannibal Pirate team.
Oh, yeah.
And got to visit with Coach Geschwender, and he said you guys had exchanged text after the game, and he's pretty excited about it. But, Hannibal comes in at 13-0. What do you know about Hannibal, and what are you going to have to do there to come out on top?
Well, unfortunately, I know a lot. I played against them for a long time when I was in Moberly, and they have a great tradition-rich program. They always have. They've always had tough kids. They've always had athletic kids. They've always, played really good defense and been physical on offense. And that's no different. They're the same team. They probably got a little addition with, Aeneas Williams. He's a pretty special athlete, but they got athletes all over the place and good quarterback play. I think very similar in that. And I'm happy for him. I'm happy for those kids. I mean, they get to be in the state championship game, and they got, I know guys on their staff. They're good people. And so I'm happy for them. I'm just, going to do what I need to do for a couple hours to make sure that I'm happier than them when we're done, and I think that's important. I think what it really comes down to is you got two really good teams that are full of kids that like to play football and that have had tremendous years. And regardless of who wins or loses, everybody's had a tremendous year. Our job is to go there, quite honestly, and not worry about winning the football game. Our job is to go there and do whatever we can to make sure we're happy at the end. One thing I've always said about kids, very few people get to walk off the football field for their last time as a senior or as a player happy. And you might wake up the next morning and be sad because the season's over. But for the time being, when you win that last game and win a state championship, you get to walk off the field smiling and joking and jumping and screaming and cheering. And not very many people ever get to do that in this game that is played by more people than any other sport in the United States of America. And so what we want to make sure we do is let's focus on one play at a time. Let's enjoy each day that we have a chance to practice. And when we go there, let's make the best out of it. And when we're done, hope that we're smiling.
Kind of a short turnaround here. You guys play 11 o'clock on Friday. What's your week look like as in preparation?
It's been a great week actually for us because playing on Friday, we played last Friday. And so, being able to do that, plus last Friday playing at 3 p.m. versus 7 o'clock at night, I feel like it really helps us out from a physical standpoint because, 7 o'clock would have been a lot more. And plus under the lights and a longer travel back and lesser good night of sleep. We got back here at a good enough time. The kids went home and were in bed by 10 o'clock. So that was huge for us. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday has been normal schedule for us. It's going to be different, starting at 11. At the same time, not really. We train all summer at that time of the day. We basically, we train from 10:30 to 12:30, 3 days a week anyway. And then when we have camp, we do it at the same time. So our kids are going to be prepared for that and ready to go. So, it's a little bit earlier in the morning getting on the bus. It's like a half hour, 40 minutes that we're getting on the bus earlier than going to St. Louis last week. But you're also done a lot earlier too. So, you can get your energy out and get it over with. And then you got the rest of Friday to heal up and get some rest. So the week's been good for us so far. I mean, great normal Monday, great normal Tuesday. Today, I think will be the same way. Plus with the good weather, just making sure the kids stay hydrated and we keep them safe and they're pretty dialed in. So they're not doing anything dumb.
Very good. Well, we'll have boots on the ground up there. It won't be me, but I've got some guys going up to take some pictures and get some interviews and things of that nature. But I actually have a wedding. My niece is getting married. So
well, congratulations to her and her fiance. I hope that they have many years of awesome love and success.
Yeah. Well, and he's a coach. And I told him, I said, what in the world are you thinking? I'm going to take your man card. You scheduled a wedding on the state championship.
Yeah.
He said,
well, she must definitely have the power. You could tell him I said that.
Yeah. He said, well, it was that or deer season. I said, well, you probably made a good choice, I guess. But you do it during deer season, half your family won't be there.
Yeah, that's probably true. So no, just excited for the opportunity for our kids. They earned this. They wanted this a year ago when we fell short against Elias. They sat in the parking lot. They said this is what they wanted to do. This is where they wanted to go. And they've been singular in purpose, and their work ethic and the things they've done in the summer has echoed that. And I'm sure Hannibal feels like they're in the same boat. And I got a special group of kids and I'm just, I'm blessed to be their coach. I really am. And I've got an amazing group of coaches that work with me, and we have a ton of support, great kids. I mean, just, very blessed, very honored, very proud, very humbled, and just excited. Want to go get it done for the kids. I want them to get this.
Well, regardless of what happens Friday at 11 o'clock, Coach, congratulations and on a tremendous season. And we've enjoyed our visits here at the Missouri Sports Network, and hopefully we'll get to visit again, and you'll be holding on to that biggest trophy.
Let's hope. That'd be great. That'd be great for our kids. I appreciate you reaching out and letting us do this. Anything that highlights my kids, this community, and the people that truly matter, I really appreciate it. So thank you very much.
You bet. Coach Jason Ambroson from Smithville High School preparing for the state championship in Class 4 Friday at 11 a.m. You're listening to and watching the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Keep it right here.